Hello, hello, hello. We're going to get Sam on here. We're going to have some chats today about mindset. This week's topic is all about mindset. So let's get Sam in here. Hi, Kenzie. You got to forgive me if I call you Kinsey at any given point in time. Where is, huh? We got to call. Get our mindset chickadee up here. One of them. We have two of them. Some of you guys don't know. Um, there we go. Invite. Whoop whoop. Let's get let's get her up here. Hi, Sam. Let's go. Hello. There we go. Send invite. All right. And then I need to put. How do I put this in? I don't know how to.
Yay!
Hey,
Tag is working!
it's working. I'm gonna try manage links. Tap the show button to feature this link. Okay, no, I don't know how to do that. Anyway, look at this. Look at this.
Beautiful.
And dude, I'm in short sleeves and I'm cold.
I know I've got a long on today.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Fall is here.
Uh, hold that thought. We have fake fall, and then we have another round of summer, and then we have Thanksgiving fall, and then we have winter. So
Yeah.
I will enjoy
Yes.
it. I will enjoy it.
Well, we
But
can.
I tell you what, I am one of these people that I love, like when I get little breaks, but then it goes back to hot. I'm okay
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
I'm okay with
Same.
that.
A nice break so that I can enjoy it some more.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Um,
Oh.
so I know we're going to talk mindset, and I love that you and I talked this because this is like all your jam. You and Kate, man, you guys just rock this topic left and right. But I also kind of wanted to fill everybody in who's watching because some things changed over the last, what, 6 weeks? Maybe month.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only been about a month.
Yeah.
Um, we looked at July's challenge and we've been kind of revamping and talking behind the scenes. And then I went and I found this wonderful business coach, Matt Travis, and Carrie introduced me to him. So, like, there's this big, circle of influence thingy. And he grabbed my attention. We revamped the roadmap. And you guys, there's a reason the post came out on Monday. That was his idea. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Sam knows. I was like, I don't know about this, but we're going to do it, and we're just going to put it out there, and like, we'll just see.
Run with
We'll
it.
just see.
Yeah.
Yeah, run with it. Let's just do it. So basically, the whole challenge has changed. So now when you come into the challenge, you have two options. You can come into the workshops, do the homework yourself. You do not have to be on VIP to get the same thing. Or you can hop into our VIP. And what we're going to do this round is I'm going to have two mini group sessions. We're going to have one immediately after the workshop, and then I'm going to open it up for nighttime. A lot of our followers are mamas, and I know for me, getting the kids to bed by 8 is like 7:45, 8ish is kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
That it's usually not that late. So 8 o'clock, those 3 days, we're still going to have our VIP sessions. And during the VIP sessions, we are working through the homework together.
Yes.
So anything that we would work on before you even pay for and start a program, that's what we're doing during the challenges. So when you walk away, you get a little bit of all of us, and you get to walk away with something.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
actually implement it right away. And you're in the
Dive
community.
in.
Everything's
Yeah.
in the community. You're all right there. You can ask us all questions.
Yes.
It's so perfect. I'm so excited about this. But like baby steps. We gotta get people in there.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. So these wellness talks, Sam and I have been trying to do these for like ever. Trying to hop on and do all these things, and life keeps interrupting. So guess what? We just told life, you know what? Screw you. We're doing these anyway. Um,
Hear me roar.
Exactly. Each week we're actually talking about a different one of our steps. So first step is mindset, because I'm telling you guys, I have seen client after client get up off the couch, get out of bed, because y'all know silent illnesses, you're going to be sitting on the couch, sitting in bed, and there are days like today where it's been 100, 90 to 100, and then all of a sudden you got the random cold day, and we're enjoying the hell out of it, right? But there's some people out there who it took them forever to get out of bed because their bones felt it and their body was just in pain.
Yes.
And your mind does so much to help you get up off the couch, get out of bed on mornings like that. So we start with mindset because it's such a crucial piece. And for us with like signature programs, what is it? Okay, you have to tell me, because you and Kate, this is your realm. We start with the energy healing practitioner, master energy healing practitioner. There you go. And then you get Sam towards the end with her hypnosis. So the way that I remember it, Kate clears and opens you up, and Sam helps you put in the foundation for your next steps.
Yes.
So kind of a perfect person to talk to today.
Just like everything else, it's not this like, oh, one and done. I ate a leaf of kale and now life is great. Same thing, right? Like we get in there, we break it out, and that's why we do all the little things, because when, like, I've been there too. I've been stuck on the couch, stuck in bed, not sure. And the anxiety and the feelings, and then the thought spiral. Oh, we all love a good thought spiral, don't we? But it's not about all over online. We see like motivate ourselves and yay. And when your bones and your body and your gut aches, motivation isn't always the easiest thing, is it? So that's why we're talking about momentum and like doing the things, and I'm like so excited for the challenge, because it's those initial tippy toes to get yourself moving. I have a toddler here, by the way. In case that you hear anything. I don't know if you can hear her.
I can hear her, but I mean, okay. I don't know. I listen for that now, so. It's one of those things. I just listen for it now. I'm like, oh, kid.
Yes. But yeah.
All right. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Can you give people like 1 to 3 tips on things that they can do today when the weather starts shifting around on them and their body doesn't want to move?
Yes. Oh my golly. Oh, that's such a good question. Okay. So number 1 is maybe something that we all know. It's coming back into our breath. We all need a million reminders a day to come back to breath, to come back to center. You want up? And then the next one, once you're connected back to your breath, because, right, the feels come up. We have a lot of shoulds maybe. The shoulds slide is another good one. And so once we come back to breath, remind ourselves of the simple grounding force that's inside all of us, and it helps to slow the thought spiral down. The second thing is to start to feel into our bodies. Maybe you want to close your eyes for it. Maybe you're not an eye closer. I'm not here to judge. But it's about coming in and feeling the body. Feeling, okay, do I need some closeness right now? Do I need to feel the clothes upon my skin? Do I need to feel the chair coming up to meet me? Or do I need some space around me? Feeling about 5 feet around me, 5 feet above and in front, and expanding for a minute. Because again, just like coming back into our breath, coming back into what your body is needing in that moment. And I'm not talking about a 45-minute breathing session and sitting here thinking. 2 minutes. Take a couple breaths, feel in, feel out. Whoa, which one felt right?
Yeah.
What does my body need? And then, okay, let's start to deal with one thought at a time. Is this important? And my favorite question is this important right now?
Yeah.
Because especially on the should spiral, the should slide, and all the thoughts as they come in, not all of them are needs. Our brain and our feelings might be saying one thing of like, do. However, we can again step back, I have the sweaty pits and sweaty palms when I start to get anxious. So it's like, okay, come back in, come back to center, deep breath, and what do I need now? What is important now? And most of the time, it's probably something like what Bonnie's demonstrating perfectly. Get yourself outside for 30 seconds, get some sunshine, and
put your feet in the dirt.
Yes. Oh. Yeah. That's definitely my 1, 2, 3 of getting some momentum going. The momentum might head us straight back to bed, but at least you made it from your heart instead of this, that's the only thing I can do, giving up kind of feeling, I'm just going to go back to bed. Oh.
Yeah. And that's how it feels. That's how it feels. Like when you can't get out of bed, when you're struggling, when like, you had a rough night, barometric pressure came in, or like something you ate, or stress, or whatever, it all affects us. The moon.
Right. Yeah.
These kids during this last full moon, you guys, Sam and I have been talking about it. Holy crap. Like, I don't know what it is about the harvest moon, but let me tell you, I feel like I need to set myself a reminder next year. Just say, hey, it's coming, be prepared, because my goodness. And we did a lot of, they call it crisscross applesauce, so you crisscross.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
And what it is when you're tapping different sides, so your right to your left to your right. Oh, I did that right. Hey.
Yes.
You're confusing your vagus nerve, so it's like hitting the reset button is what it is doing.
Yes.
And it works phenomenally well on the kids. And for mine, they tend to do jump, like they don't do full jumping jacks yet, but they do this like tap, right? And they're like tapping all over the place as they're doing their jumping jacks. And so I have them do jumping jacks. I mean, as adults, that may not always be possible, but
situationally,
but like little things like that will help you in the middle of your day. So like your stress is going. So like the chaotic kid brain, we watch it, we see it, right? And typically if you tell somebody, oh, they're in like toddler chaos mode, right? Something along those lines, adults, we get it. Well, we go through the same thing. We have our different moods. We have to get ourselves out of it. There's no parent to look at us and go, breathe, do your crisscrosses. Like, you've got to do it for yourself. And if you put it into practice, you put these 3 things that Sam's mentioned into practice just about every morning. Like, maybe not every morning, reality, but, start there. And
here's a great one. I was just talking to someone yesterday about it, about setting a timer.
Yes.
To whatever is convenient for you. Maybe it's 5 times a day. And it, again, not about taking forever. Take a logical amount of time for your schedule.
Exactly.
And build the habit. Just like why we take the roadmap through the safari.
Yeah.
And it all leads, and why Kate comes before the hypnosis with Samantha is that we want the things to stick and stay and travel with you as you go and continue to be and grow and evolve. And oh, I love it. I just get so excited.
Yes. It's like, I don't know. I I think the structure that we put in place is finally perfect. We've been testing various things since we started these challenges a year ago. Last October was
Wow.
actually our first real challenge. Yeah, it's been a
Oh my
year, so
gosh.
this will be 1 year. Um, and like the changes that we've done and the feedback that we've gotten over the last few, we're implementing all of that with this one. So now, it's taking what we already do with everybody, and instead of saying, oh, you get all of this and then you work with us, well, you get all of this and either you go off and do it on your own, you hop in the community and stay in the community, or you come work with us, either individually or in one of our signature programs, and you get all of us. It's just
Yes.
it gives people options, and I love options. So
Yes.
I
We're all.
always work with people on mindset, and there's one exercise that I tell everyone to start with, and it's going to be part of your homework during the challenge, but I'm going to give it to you now because it's actually pre-work. So I call it my bye Felicia. Okay, just
I
like
love that. Oh my
Friday,
gosh.
just like Friday, my alter ego is Felicia because I love that statement. Hi, Aunt Becky. Um, so what it is you take a piece of paper, and on one side, you draw your positive self, all the happy things, write it all out. And on the back side, you put all the negative things. And I usually start with the negative because I like to end on a positive note. It also comes into play later. So what you do with this negative is you write down everything you think of yourself, everything you feel like you say to yourself, the things you say in the mirror, random things that come to your brain, you just write them all down. And you put them on this negative side. Before you flip that piece of paper over, I need you to give that negative chickadee a name. And it can't be, evil, whatever. You need to give it a name. This is why I do bye Felicia, because in my head, when negative thought pops up, all I can see is Chris Rock going, bye Felicia. Like, that's all I see. So that's why my chickie is named Felicia. You got to name her whatever you want to name her. And then you're going to take all these things that are negative and you're going to flip the page over. You're going to cover it up because we don't like that side. And you're going to do the same thing with all the positives. Okay? You're going to write down everything positive you can think of. And if you can't think of anything, you start reaching out to all your friends and your family. You go on social media, you do whatever, but you come up with some things to put on your happy side. Color the girl out. Like you can get as decorative with these drawings as you want. Okay? This is where your artsy self can come out. And then we're going to take a separate piece of paper, and all those positives are now going to be turned into phrases to combat the negative. Because here's the thing a lot of people don't realize is all the positives you just wrote down typically are the opposite of what you wrote down for your negative.
Good old brains.
Yeah, right? I mean, they think they're so sneaky. They are not. We got them figured out. This conscious brain of ours, we know. So once you get a few of them that just resonate with you, now when something pops up, you have two options. You can say one of the statements, or you can say, bye. And a good add-on to this that I heard recently that I've actually been incorporating. It feels very strange, but I've been incorporating it. You say, thank you for sharing. Bye.
Yes. I'm such a proponent for talking back to that voice because 100% of the time, it actually isn't us. It's something we've picked up along the journey of life, and it's somebody else or somebody we heard somebody saying to somebody about something. And then we just like, ooh, that's a good one.
Yep. Yeah. You're just tucking it in your pocket and carrying it around.
Yes. Yeah. So talk back to her. Tell her, get out of her, girl. I appreciate you, and get out of here.
Yeah. I don't need that right now. I got better things to do. Yes. Bye-bye. And you would be amazed at how much just adding that little bit of attitude, that little sassiness in, especially if that's not your norm. Oh, yes. It's amazing. It is amazing. It is hilarious what happens. And it
Hi, Kyra.
it works. It works, It's mindset is the first step in this journey because it has to be. You can go and do everything else. But
Yes.
when you get through that program or those steps, that transformation, whatever you have to get through, if you have not talked to your brain, if you have not rephrased the words you're using to yourself and put into place some sort of mental health mindset thing that applies to you, got to apply to your life, not mine, yours.
I love thinking about it like a computer system, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all remember the original Mac that was like a weapon. Um, and we can't run what are the newer ones? The it's super thin Mac, or it has
The
a cute
Air.
name.
Thank
you. I'm MacBook Air. Yeah, you can't run the programming on that older computer.
You can.
Right.
You can.
Right. And so it's about upgrading. And a lot of us have older programming that, yes, it worked at one time. In 1999, it totally worked great and it was fast as heck. And it's 2024. It's time for you to upgrade and to update. Yes. I love it.
We all need updates. We all need updates. Like that activity that I did, and I know Sam has plenty of activities as well that she does with clients. There are things that it's not a one and done. It's a I'm in my head too much. Let me revisit this. You'll see Mandy pop up all the time. Like about once every 6-7 months now, she'll pop up and go, this exercise that Bonnie had me do like 50 million years ago. I had to come back to it. Like I had to do it. I was feeling too much this way, or I was doing too much that way. And she's not the only one. She's one of the very few that put it out in public. But just about every client, I found that exercise, I think, early, like 2010, something like that, just before I left San Diego. So like 2009, 2010. And I've been using it ever since. And everybody that has used it, they repeat that. It's a thing. You find the things that work and you just rinse and repeat.
Yes.
That's how you live the long, healthy life, is rinse and repeat. And switch it up every now and then. Because don't get bored.
For you.
Nobody wants to be bored.
Us, right? We got to figure it out for each of us. There's no right or wrong unless we're happy.
Exactly. Your brain, when you are healthy, like optimally healthy for your body, you're happy. And not like, those cheesy smiles for the rest of your life and you're never going to, there's always ups and downs. But the healthier you become, the less frequent those up and downs happen. So for the most part, you're running around, you're happy with life. And there's crap you always have to deal with. But like, it doesn't bother you the way that it will if you're not healthy. Your brain does not like to be in that state. It gets grumpy.
Yeah. It's stressful to be in a state of stress.
Mm-hmm. It can't focus on anything but what's happening. Like you can always tell when someone is super stressed because their eyes look like they're always thinking about something else. They're not in the moment. And you can see it. You can see it on people's faces. You can see that stress. You can't hide it. Humans cannot hide it. You think you're multitasking. You're not. We suck at it, people. We are humans. We suck at multitasking. And I'm a mom of twins. I still suck at multitasking. Ask the boys, they'll tell you.
The myth of multitasking.
They're like, you said you were going to do this as I'm finishing up whatever for one kid. And it's like, well, okay, but I'm like one person. You can't clone me yet.
I only have 2 hands. Don't pull in opposite directions, please.
Exactly. Sam's seen them. They do pull in opposite directions, you guys.
That's me and my dog and my daughter. One goes this way, and my dog is 13, and so she's taking her time, and I'm like, hold on.
Yep, yep, yep. And
Oh,
thankfully, I don't know how other moms feel about this, but let me tell you, those leashes on the backpacks, they were a lifesaver. They were a
smart.
lifesaver because they literally, we get out of the car, even today, we get out of the car and they go, psh. It's like,
Oh my
oh my
God. I was like,
God,
oh,
have we not learned?
car,
Can we just
car.
go one way for a second?
Go to the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, like before they get
Oh,
out, they get instructions. And
yeah,
adults, we're no different.
yes.
Mindset's big. It's
Yes,
big.
it comes back to what seems so simple, like you were saying,
Yeah.
rinse and repeat these seemingly simple little air quotes little things that create such big impact. Think of a door.
Yeah.
A door has two tiny little hinges, and it's a massive door, and yet it's swinging along those two cute little hinges, open and close. And
Yep.
that's the same thing with mindset. It's so easy for us to be like, oh, there's a new, oh, there's a, oh, she's doing, oh, it's working for them. No. Shiny object syndrome is so easy for us to fall into. I have squirrel energy too. And I'm
Yep.
back. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Little things. I
Little
love it. Yeah.
things. I love that. I love that you mentioned that because like shiny objects are such a thing and there's so much going on. Like I know everyone's seeing challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. You got to do the thing that you are most drawn to, the one that's like, okay, I need to try this. But you also need to like look at what's happening, take a step back, take a breath, and then decide where you're going to go.
Yes. For
And
you.
yeah, exactly. Like I have done challenges where I was in just the challenge. I didn't pay for an upgrade. I didn't pay for anything. And then I realized that it wasn't the shiny object. So I would come back. I usually come back and I'll do like a VIP next round, you know? Um, and then move on from there because I'm so shiny object and it's hard. But the thing I've learned is you take a step back, you look at what's actually being presented, and you figure out what you actually need or what you feel like you need, and then you just try it out. I
Yes.
mean, for us, everything happens in our community. So, like, you basically get to hop in the community. And if you're in the community and you're seeing our posts and you're seeing things happening and you're like, this isn't for me, then you just leave. You don't have to participate in a challenge anywhere. You're not getting emails from us left and right. You get
Yeah.
emails when you're part of the community. So you get to make a decision. And that's the big thing with mindset is everyone thinks, you have to do the all the time. That's not true. I don't do that. I can't sit still long enough for that. I don't know if
Nope.
anyone's noticed that, but I can't sit still long enough for that.
Neither
Not
of
going to
us.
happen. Not going to happen. So you get to figure out what's you, what's best for you. And that's what all of us have really, I think that's what brought a lot of us together is that desire to just be in ourselves, do what's best for us,
Mm.
and put that control in your hands. I mean, it's amazing. So,
We're standing on a table. I don't know if you saw her behind me.
no,
You can't stand on the table, but you can stand here. And not this pen, but I've got a pen for you. I'll give it to you. I promise.
Brian, or not Brian, but Drew, we put him to bed and on the monitor. I had just told them no walking around on the beds because we had the two beds and we have mommy's bed in the middle, right? So soft
Yeah.
surfaces and wood beds, right?
Yeah.
And I look in the monitor, like I leave the room, go to the living room, not that far of a walk, people. It's like 12 steps, right? He's standing on one of the arms of his bed, like straight up standing.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
dude.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere else. Stand on the south side. That's not safe. Still not safe.
No.
Like you're standing on this teeny little piece of wood. What are you thinking?
Please stop.
Oh my goodness. I think this is payback.
No, no. I think of toddlers as reminders. They're really good reminders. It's like, okay, I notice I'm getting heightened.
Mm-hmm.
I told Grace one day, I go, I'm going to take a minute. I'll be right back. And she goes, And I came back, and I'm sure she heard me take a deep breath in there. And
yeah.
They're just really good reminders.
They are. My two know the word mommy needs a timeout.
Yes.
So when they hear timeout, they realize I need to reset. But then when they're put in timeout, it's you need to reset. So they've understood that. It's actually pretty cool because Drew said the other day, like something happened and I was fussing at them both. I don't remember what they were doing. And he looked at me, he goes, do you need a timeout, mommy? I was like, well, I might, but I think you need one too.
That's such a cool thing, I think. Oh my gosh, it's such a brain and mindset nerd. I think that is such a gift to have kids who are cognizant and aware and like,
yeah. Oh, mine are aware. Let me tell you, these are the kids. Like you cheat in front of them, if you fart in front of my kids, they're gonna ask you first to say excuse me, and second if you want some lemon water.
Yes,
or lemonade.
Lemonade. I love your story this morning. Who is that watching about intestines? High five.
They have found the pictures all about the bodies. So KLT, kids learning something. It's KLT. I don't know what the T is, but it's Kids Learning Channel. I don't know why he has T. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to go look it up. My brain's like, wait, why is it T? But he's the one with the monotone voice that drives all of us crazy. But the kids learn a shit ton. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. He has some for various age groups. We tried the app. The app's not worth it yet. He still has to fill in a lot for the app. But they're all over YouTube. Like you can watch all of his stuff. And he's got a whole series. He's got a playlist about the body. And there's you guys, we're talking mindset today. There is one all about how your thoughts and your feelings impact your actions. And it's written and produced for kids. It is huge. Remind me, I'll have to find it for you.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So they've been watching these things, and it turns out there's this. So the thing he was watching this morning, there's someone in Australia, I believe it's where this dude is, Australia or New Zealand, I'm not sure, one of those two. And he does these, this is how the intestines work, this is how your brain works, this is how your circulatory system works, this is what your heart does. Like all these little things, and I'm just like, yes. And they want to know how many bones and muscles you have. Like, they haven't figured out that all humans have the same number of everything.
That's so cute. How many do you have, though?
Yeah. So they've been walking around. Well, how many do you have? Well, how many do you have? And do you know that babies have more bones than you do, mommy? And it's like, well, yeah, actually, I do know that, but I sort of had to get a degree in that, so that's a little bit different. Normal people may not know that. Heads up.
That is so fun. Did you know that, mommy? Well, yes.
It is hilarious. I pretend not to know some things. Just like the whole like, here's how the intestines work. Keegan's like, did you know it does this? No, tell me a bit more about that. You know, it's like he's telling me how it has to go through the line, and like he's doing this.
Oh my god.
Like, okay, well, it does this actually, but all right, we're just gonna let you do your thing. You're learning. We're good.
You figured it out.
Yeah, he's gonna figure it out. It'll be fine. So it's amazing what's out there to help these kids and to help us teach them so they're not hearing from us.
Yes, yes. And two, a big thing, just like what we're talking about today, is modeling. Even if you don't have kids around you, if it's coworkers, partner, boyfriends,
Yeah.
girlfriends, friends, you doing the things, coming back to your center, making authentic choices for yourself, choosing your best self is showing everyone around you
Yes.
it's possible. Especially
Exactly.
littles who are like, you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Kira, I have 4-year-old twin boys.
Yes.
That is okay.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
attract
I hear
twins
that.
too? Everywhere we go, we find twins.
I'm gonna wipe a bum real
Everywhere we
fast.
go. Oh, oh my
Oh my goodness.
goodness. Yeah, I love that you're saying aw. Today was actually a good day, but they are definitely in their I can do it myself phase, which sometimes is good and sometimes is like, can I just take care of this real quick? Like, can I just do this myself?
Yes. I like slowing down most of the time, just not in
Yeah.
this moment.
Right, exactly, exactly. They were actually born on Father's Day, so in June.
June. I knew
Yep,
it was
June
close to
21st.
Grace. Yeah.
Yeah, they are literally Cancer Geminis. If they had waited an hour, they would have been born on 2 different days, which would have been super cool.
So cool. Oh my gosh.
I love when they do that, but they couldn't wait with me. They had to pull them as quick as they could. So I didn't get that, but I would have really preferred, like, considering how it all went down, it would have been really cool. I even tried to get them to fudge the numbers on the thing. Oh, so ours are only a couple months apart then. Was that 4
Right?
months?
Yeah.
3 months?
3, 4.
Something like
Yeah.
that?
You see me counting? I was like,
I had to count too. That is so cool. Oh, I am anxious for their 5th birthday. I hear that like they get very independent close to their 5th birthday.
oh,
Like in a good way,
interesting.
independent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited. My latest thing is like they're still taking baths, and you still have to tell them, okay, let me put the soap on here. Here's your scrubby. Let's wash the butt. You know, get between the cracks. You gotta walk them through. I'm in Dallas.
Close-ish.
Yeah,
Not close enough.
that's what Kim says too. So I'm excited for like one of the things I want to do this winter is get them into showers and
Ooh.
like try and teach them to do all this stuff themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was reading that independence is really good for their emotional and intellectual development as well, because it's
yeah,
about problem solving in the moment, but
yes,
reasonable problem solving, right? For
exactly,
toddlers.
exactly, yeah. And we
Yeah.
started a chore chart, so they have daily chores, and if they check off the chore chart and the end of the week, they can pick a prize. So like our chore chart includes making their bed, cleaning up the arts and crafts area, cleaning up the playroom if they play in that, and brushing their teeth morning and night.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for a chore chart. I think I don't know
I
why.
I actually have one with stars that I want to send you. It's called a behavioral chart, which we used, and then now I'm like, okay, we needed to say chore
Yeah.
now. We needed to say chore.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm excited.
Oh.
We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that because they have jobs at school, like they have
Ah,
responsibilities.
yeah.
Yeah. So like they have a classroom helper, which by the way, and hopefully, she watches this and she understands the teacher. I love these roles. I love that they get jobs, but when 4 or 5-year-old is trying to help you get the stuff out of your cubby, and all you want to do is walk in, grab the kids, and walk out. It's like one of those, you got to talk to yourself and slow your mindset. You got to talk to yourself and slow yourself down.
There it
So
is.
before I go into school, I have to take a breath. I have to breathe a little bit, because with these roles, they're trying to be helpful. They're trying to teach these kids these life lessons, right?
Yes.
And I love it, because I know at some point Drew and Keegan will have this responsibility, right? Because each week it changes. And when we go somewhere, there's a line leader now, and we alternate, because we have two, so you got to alternate. And it's one of those things where if you're not prepped for it, you're not ready for it, you're just like, oh my God, because she hands you one thing, and then she has to hand you the other thing, but we got two, so you got to go back for the third thing, and then you got to go back for the fourth thing, and you can't help. You have to just let them do it and let them be, and it's just, it is definitely one of those moments where you're like, but I just want to get out of here.
Yes. Oh, I'm such a doer too. I'm like, okay, I can do this too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny how it's typically on the days where I feel like I've got I'm like, all right, we're on time, the routine, we're knocking it out. And then we get to something and I'm like, oh, you want to do it.
Yeah.
Crap. Okay, let me just adjust a few things and then, okay, do it. Go. Let's go. You do it.
Yep. I have screwed that up so many times. I'm just like, oh, sorry. Okay, I'll fix it.
Quick timeout. Few breaths.
Yep.
And
Yep. You go potty. I'll fix this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. You go potty. I'll fix it. Hey, John, how are you? He had kids before us, so he might be able to help us. So what I was going to say is each week we're doing these topics. So I'm going to let you go because I know we are. I actually have stuff I have to get to you and Jill, because Jill asked about the email stuff. So I got to get that to her. I was finishing that up.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But next week we're going to come back. I think the next one is gut basics.
Ooh.
So it's figuring out how to figure out what's going on, like the pre-work. And this is going to be your homework for the challenge. So next Wednesday we will be back here about the same time, because it generally works.
Yeah,
I think it works well for both of us. So we'll just do Wellness Wednesdays, and we'll see you next week, and we'll tell you what the homework is, and whether you hop in the challenge or you don't. If you talk to any of us, you still have to do it. So just saying.
And you can do it. You can do it.
Absolutely. It's a step-by-step thing. It's very easy. So if you need to go back and rewind and watch what Sam said about those top 3, put those in your week, and keep breathing.
Yep.
Just keep breathing.
Come back to center and choosing from your guts and your heart. Not out of anxiety. You got this. And we've got you too. Reach out.
Yes. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good day.
Sam.
Bye. Love